Hello and welcome back to Lyng and District Model Railway. My name's Steve. In this episode I'm starting to do the village, lay down the various buildings, so I've managed to get bits and pieces done. I hope you like what I've done so far. I'm quite pleased with it. Before you do watch the video, just two shout outs I'd like to give. There are two people that I've been found over the last fortnight. The last video I gave a shout out to Austin Valley Railway and Alan at Hayridge Model. But the last 2 weeks I've been fascinated by a guy called Mark, Three Bridges Model Railway, and he's doing some tremendous work there. Quite pleased with it. And then of course there's Fenton Central as well, which is another one. I don't know the gentleman's name there, but both of them have only got about, well, very few subscribers. I think one of them's only got about 11. A couple of people that I follow are also following them, but I think they could do with a wider support and wider audience. So I'll put their names in sort of cards up here, but if you can, please pop in and have a look at Fenton Central and have a look at Three Bridges Model Railway. And I'm pretty sure the guys would be quite happy to see you watch the videos and give suggestions and tips. Just like me when I started off 2 years ago, it really is useful when you watch the videos and comment. Any good comments you got, anything you want to say about what I've done, please leave in the description or in the comments below, and I'll promise to answer every one of them. So enough of me blathering on. I hope you like what I've done, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care everybody. Diolch yn fawr. So leading on from the station, my next task now is to start getting the village in, the little town scene. So I've decided that's definitely going to be where the police station is going to be, and that's where the school will be. And then we'll have the church next to the school, which is a typical village setup. And then opposite that then will be a row of terraced houses leading all the way down. I've just been cutting and gluing down the road that's going to run through it, and then there'll be a set of terraces this side, and then I think I said before, behind them there'll be some garages and allotments and a play area. You can see I've been trying to raise different ideas up, placing things down, but what I'm now doing is getting the road in first. So if I get the road in, then I can think about getting the terraces glued down and wired up, and what I'm going to do, instead of just doing a full road, I'm just going to work from this bit and just keep myself working down, keep working that way all the time, rather than just doing trying to do it all in one go. I'll do the back terraces along the railway line first, and then I'll do this lot second, so that I can reach over without disturbing anything. I've got the church set up east to west, north south, so hopefully it'll fit in there, and then the graveyard around it. So yeah, it's going to take me a while, lots of little fiddly bits and cutting, but watch this space. Right, so that's the first row of houses in. Got a bit of a cobbled area there with the pavement. This needs working on here. There'll be a lamppost there, and then you've got the road in front of it with the pavement, and then there'll be another lamppost here, and then there'll be the side street to take them around the back where the cars are parked, and then the next row then will start from here. So that's the first one in. So time now, I think, get the lamps in. The lamps in now, and then I can get underneath and wire it all up, and then that bit's finished, and then I'll start on the next bit. Starting to come together. So believe it or not, I'm still trying to work out how I'm going to get this laid out. I think now I've settled for it. So basically we're going to have the police station here next to the the garage, then the school. I'm just going to work out what I'm going to do about that corner, this little corner here, and then we'll have the vicarage next to the school with a hedge dividing it, and a bit of greenery here, the vicar and his missus, and then we'll have the church here with the church gate in front. That's orientated correctly, so that'll be that area there, and then opposite that then we'll have, or next to that then we'll have the first set of houses. That one's in, and then we'll have the next set of houses leading down here to end up with the little grocers. And then on this side we'll finish off with another row of houses. I think that's how I'm going to lay it out, so we get a nice long street there working its way down to this end. So what I'm now going to do is concentrate on getting this area paved. Chances are I'll do all road with a bit of parking at the front there. I don't know, I might put a bit of greenery there with a Mr. and Mrs. Plod. We'll have a little bit of a garden. Get that stuck down. I've got to put some lights in there. The lights I put in there came out, so I've got to do that. And I can just work my way around and down. And now that side's done, and I said this is done, just going to put chimneys on there and work my way down till I get to this point, and then go back and work on that point. I glued these down last night, so they're all in position ready to go. Oh, I better get cracking, time's getting on. Okay, so I've started working, getting this lot put in. I've got the police house in now, wired up, tested the lights. I've just added in the lights to the schoolhouse, and that will fit in through that hole there, and that'll sit in there. Next to that we'll have the vicar's house, and that's already in, and then I've been working out the dry stone wall going round with the lynch gate, and get the church down there. So that's my job for today, is to get them in, and then if I've got time later on, start on those there. But yeah, I've got a bit of work to do on that. I've started putting some of the paving stones and things like that down, ready to go in there. And I'm going to put I think I'll have to put a light here somewhere, either there or there in the churchyard. I've had to stop work for a couple of days because basically my soldering iron blew up on me, and then I invested in one of these little beasts, which I'm pretty pleased with. Variable voltage, so I can have the temperature up. It is a lot easier because I've got everything in one place now, and I can work at the table here, and I position it underneath the window, so I can just pull it out when I need it. And then I need to start thinking about some other bits of kit that I need for February. I'll come to that later. But yeah, so I'm cracking on now. I've got the heater going in the corner there, just to keep it going. So yep, and I've had a little delivery from PD Marsh, which I'm pleased with, some extra cars. I've now got a little forklift in on the yard there. A couple of more extra cars, and I've got some bus shelters I've got to build to fit over there, so that'll be something else I can get on with. Right, I'll see you all later. Okay, just a quick update on what I've been on the progress so far. So the police station, I've put some parking space, put a hedge in, got police cars there. Morris Minor, school's now down. The vicarage has just received a greenhouse and a shed, and I've put the paths in, put the front gate in. I don't know if you can see it, I'll just turn it around so you can see that front gate, etc. Put the road markings in, church is now glued down, paths are in, gates in, and the walls down. So these little white bits, just a bit of polystyrene, I've put down, and then there'll be trees in there. There'll be an embankment and a tree on that corner there. So it's all ready now for applying some grass, which is my next job when this is dry. And then when I've done the grass, what I'm going to do is obviously populate with some gravestones in the graveyard around there, and then that section will be finished and I can move on to the next bit. It's slow progress, as always with this sort of thing, very slow progress. But oh yeah, one other thing I put in is a couple of bus shelters. They've arrived from PD Marsh, so they're in there for the little bus shelter. They look alright actually, quite pleased with them. So it's starting, all these little additions each month, buy a few more bits and pieces. What I also need to do is to start ballasting all of this before it gets too late. So I'll be getting some more supplies now and getting them in, get that done. I mean, I suppose I could leave that to the end, but I'll see. I'll probably just do from the tunnel up here at least. Yeah, that's coming along. Right, I'll see you when I've done the grass and the headstones. Ta-ra for now. Okay, so this is the last segment for this episode. I'm just going to take you through what I've been doing. I've just got this holding the trees up while we're gluing down. So we have the police station, which is not finished. I just want some security fence, and I'm going to make up some garages to go here, and I still need to do a few other bits and pieces. I do have a police box that I can put on, but I don't know whether it suits being there or not. I don't know yet. I'll make a decision. I might put that further down the village. We've got the school is in with one of the teachers berating some of the kids, I think. A little car park for the teachers and for the vicarage. You can see the vicarage has now got a bit of planting going on. Got the grass in. Fixed that chimney roof. And then we've got the church. Now, those of you might point out that I did have the church at a slightly different angle last time I showed it to you. But I made a decision that basically my shed can be any orientation it likes, and it suits me to have it this way round. It just finishes everything off, so that's the way it's going to stay. And then we've got a line of trees to demark the border before the housing starts. I've made this one tree up myself. It's a bit large, but you do have a few large trees in the churchyard, as our parish council will know. So there we have it. I've done what I set out to do for this part of the build. The rest, as you can see, is just a mess. But that's the finished version. It's taken me a long time, 2 weeks, but it's worth it, taking the time, just to prove that I just need to put the power back on, and then the fan will come on, but I'll just show you in the light then. As if for the lights, I've also put the lights on, so you can see the police station and the school and the vicarage and the church all lit up with the street lights, and just to complete the effect I'll put the lights for the station on. So from this angle you can see the town is looking pretty good, the whole build. So what I'll be concentrating on next episode now will be the housing that will go down here, which I'll finish about here. You can see the wall in the background. I'll finish about there. So I'll put the housing in, and then I'll put in the garages and the allotments. So yeah, looking forward to that. Keep me out of trouble. Give me something to do. Really pleased with the way it's coming on. I've still got some more gravestones to do to finish that off. I've also got to pour dye and his coffin. I haven't put that back in. So that'll have to go in. I'll probably go in at the front there. But if I take the camera around to that side, you can see the street scene is starting to come together now. So I've zoomed in way too much. So take the scene around, you can see the church and all that malarkey going on there. I'm pretty pleased with it. I think I'm going to have to find some way of getting a camera around that side so you can see what it looks like, because it does look pretty good when you look down the street. So I'm very pleased with it, very pleased with it. There we go. Right, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been a long time, 2 weeks, and I'll see you on the next one. So thank you very much, Dale Convow, for watching, and take care everybody.